The world has lost an icon. Diane Keaton, beloved actor, she passed away on Saturday, October 11th, and details of her death are not immediately available, but what we know is that an ambulance was called to her home in Los Angeles, California. The 911 call was released. Of course, TMZ published it, where they said, quote, person down. I'm Lauren Conlin. Welcome to Los Angeles Magazine. This is your daily scandals, pop culture news, crime news. So go ahead and like or subscribe if you don't already. Now, Diane Keaton, allegedly her health had been declining over the last few months. Friends are said to be very, very shocked because this all happened so fast. Her family is asking for privacy during this time, of their grief. And again, it just seemed to all happen so fast. She was 79 years old, and her house was actually put on the market this past March. I don't know if this has anything to do with her health issues, but that was also just an interesting fact that seemed to come to light amid her sudden death. Now, Diane Keaton, again, she was so iconic, so likable, and to me, I mean, not only was she an incredible talent, but she just seemed so friendly. And I guess I say this because she was always laughing during interviews. She was always joking. And I do have one experience with her, and I'll play you a little clip of that after. I did do a very short virtual interview with her in 2023, where again, we both seemed to laugh the whole time. And this one clip in particular, it just shows that she has a really wonderful sense of humor. So I'll play that for you guys in just a minute. But Diane Keaton, just a quick bit about her life. She emerged as a talent in the 1970s. She became one of Hollywood's most sought after leading ladies, and she was the eldest of four children. Her dad was a civil engineer and her mom was a homemaker. And she dropped out of college to moved to New York City to pursue her love of acting. And she did some stage work, but she got her first film role in the 1970s in the film Lovers and Other Strangers. But her breakthrough role, came as Kay Adams, which was Al Pacino's wife in The Godfather. And of course, we all know The Godfather, where Al Pacino is Michael Corleone. And she won all of our hearts. Francis Ford Coppola really did an incredible job of showcasing her talent. So she reprised the role in the 1974 sequel and also the 1990s trilogy closer. And then, of course, we have her 1977 role as Annie Hall in the Woody Allen film. And this was a loosely semi-autobiographical film loosely based on their real life romance. And this earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. And it also really brought her into the public eye as also this fashion icon, the whole menswear look, I guess, which you could say I'm doing right now. So that was Diane Keaton. Many people would argue that she was the one that brought the menswear look to life. And this stemmed from her role in Annie Hall. So then, of course, she went on to do many amazing movies that are very popular in pop culture to this day. The Family Stone, one of my personal favorites, The First Wives Club, Father of the Bride, Maybe I Do, Because I Said So, and just so many more. But I want to share with everybody just a quick little montage that IMDb put together. And I found it to be really wonderful and just, oh my gosh, I already miss her. I already miss her so much. So let's play this.
Oh God, Annie. Well. La-di-da, la-di-da, la-la.
Oh, I've got too many problems. I'm not the person to get involved with. I'm trouble.
I really like you.
I really like you.
Yeah, but I love you like you.
You are more than any other tall city. Get to stay.
I love the family
Michael,
still.
why did you come here? Why? It was an abortion. Just like our marriage is an abortion.
I betrayed you.
Well, I say ha. You hear me? Ha, ha.
Your skin, it is so beautiful.
Yes, I know. It covers my whole body.
I think the Pepto-Bismol helped. I just spent the last 25 years with the most self-absorbed, arrogant man on earth who is getting married to my therapist, who I paid a fortune to lecture me on self-esteem.
You're absolutely wrong.
You were this age when I married you?
No, I was younger. I was this age when she was born.
I really appreciate you asking me how I feel about all this, especially since I'm the one who's going to be having the baby.
Well, bye.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much, so much. And I want to show you guys the other clip I mentioned earlier, which was my experience with Diane Keaton. And this was just a quick virtual junket. This was a tweet that I did, a virtual junket in 2023. She was promoting the film Maybe I Do. And this was so funny. I had just asked her a question. I believe it was something about being just a pioneer for women. I mean, Diane Keaton never wanted to get married. She said, I'm not a wife, but she did, she wanted to be a mother. So she adopted 2 children in her 50s. And I thought that was so cool. So I think I asked her a question loosely along those lines. And this was her response. And it was so funny. I was genuinely surprised. And whatever, she's not wrong. But yeah, I'll play this for you very quickly. It's about 15 seconds.
Well, let me just say one thing. I love you, but I think you're insane.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
okay.
Because I feel like, oh God, can you imagine what it's really like to be with me? There's a lot of people here. They'll tell you what it's like. Well, let me just say one.
Yeah, so that was so funny. Oh my gosh, I found that to be so funny. She's like, I love you, but you're insane. I was like, wait, what? And she was like, I'm just kidding. But that was pretty much essentially what our entire interview was, the back and forth with the laughing and yeah, she's just incredible. And look, she is a fashion icon. You could see in that virtual junket, she just looks amazing, incredibly amazing all the time. So she will be missed. And again, her family is asking for privacy at this point. So, we will respect that. But really quickly, just moving on. So we're going to cover one more thing, because over the weekend, it was about 1 a.m. on Saturday when this was posted, just shifting gears to Luigi Mangione. I had gone over some things that his defense was arguing on Friday in terms of possibly the federal government violating a gag order. Well, now his lawyers, they submitted a motion where they want 2 charges dismissed. Now, let me share with you again. I'm just going to pull up my my Twitter, because I was very much on top of this over the weekend, because I felt like it was surprising. His lawyers are really making moves right now. So this memo in particular, as I mentioned, it was posted at about 1 a.m. on Saturday, and they're pushing to dismiss charges 3 and 4, and count 4. Let me show you this, or count 3. This charge is what could essentially get him the death penalty. So this is murder, or red rum, as I always say, through the use of a firearm, and then count 4, which is just a firearms offense. Now, they are pushing to drop these charges because, one, they claim the indictment lacks a clear crime, and they are also seeking to suppress evidence from the backpack search that happened. And they said that this backpack search was warrantless. This was actually done in Pennsylvania. And they said that they want his statements tossed because he did not get read his Miranda rights. So this is really interesting. And there is a hearing on December 5th, a federal or a hearing at SDNY in federal court. And his lawyers should be arguing this. So they're trying to make moves here. I mean, I think this is a pretty big deal, and I'm wondering what the judge is going to say about this, and also what the federal government is going to say, because at this point they were not in control. There were no federal charges when Luigi Mangione, was subsequently arrested in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and I knew this was going to be a problem. I knew it was. I believe, if I remember correctly, there was some kind of rookie on duty in Altoona who initially showed up to this McDonald's after he was called or they were called with a tip about Mangione. And I remember thinking, ooh, the search here, I don't know what they're going to say about this. I think there was something initially stated that they did this search because they felt like they were in imminent danger. So, they wouldn't need a warrant, but, we'll see. We'll see what the government responds with. And then I will, of course, be attending that December 5th hearing at SDNY. But anyway, guys, happy Monday. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will be back tomorrow with another video update.